Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. I have a couple Aquarians in my life. I don't connect with them real well because I don't have a lot of Aquarius in my chart. So hopefully, I'm always nervous when I do Aquarius because I'm hoping that my reading is accurate for you guys. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. So yeah, I'm doing readings very, very early in the morning. I like doing them like this because people's energies are more neutral when they are asleep. And the things that are going on in their life that are major and the things that they're worrying about come through easier when someone's asleep. And they're not like moving through their day and dealing with the energies that are, surrounding them. They are dealing with the energies that are within more. So the things that they're really having trouble with, the personal troubles come forward more when they're asleep. We got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups that just popped out. And then I just met an Aquarius yesterday and did a reading for him and his wife. They were having a little bit of trouble. I hope they do alright with that. Ooh, 2. And then this one's for the outside energy coming in. Very stressful. Goodness. 2. Two cups. Nice. Alright, Aquarius, what's going on? In your past is the High Priestess. This could be you or somebody that you know who is very intuitive, knows and sees the good and the bad of a situation or in life, and uses that knowledge. They trust their intuition. They trust the unseen. They trust the things that are not factual, not based in fact. But they have this deep, deep inner knowing that is connected to the universe that they trust. So there's that. In the center of your issue was the 2 cards that popped out. We got Page of Cups and Knight of Swords. So this could be a love offer that you are sending out or somebody is sending in. You're moving forward with it. Very fast communication, but in a very cold way, maybe. Or it could just be that you're sending out this message to a air sign. And then crossing you is the 8 of Wands reversed. All about communication, so maybe this is very, very difficult communication, or maybe it has to be subverted in some way. Or maybe There you go. That it's a message of love which you want to send out very fast, very clearly, very concisely, but you're having doubts about it. You don't know if you should, you don't know if you want to, you don't know if you can send those messages out. You have fears and doubts and insecurities about it. At the base of your reading is the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling, or if you are an earth sign, I know you guys have Saturn a little bit in your chart. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn a little bit. So this could be about you juggling a situation, juggling two people. It might be a third-party situation and you're juggling two people at the moment. Or it could be that you are juggling this relationship and you're doing good at it because it's coming out upright and everything's going fine. It's just, it's a little bit chaotic at the moment and you have to do a balancing act. At the top of your thoughts is the Nine of Swords reversed, which is coming out of a situation that was very painful, very stressful, and you guys were staying up at night and not having a good time of it. So you might be coming out of this situation, you might be coming out of this feeling, you might find more ease in are working through all of those thoughts. Or you could be, this could be overly so. You guys could be like really like staying up all night, staying up for 2-3 nights at a time, and not being able to sleep at all, and just like totally wearing yourself down with all that stress. So be careful, take a breather, step outside of it and clear your mind, clear your thoughts, because you don't want to have health detriments when you're going through something. It's better to be clear-minded and calm when you have a big situation to work through. And then in your future, you have the Ace of Wands reversed. This is a start that isn't happening, or that it's taking a very long time to happen. So like with the messages that you want to go through, all the juggling that's going on, all the stress that you're going through, it's taking a little bit of time for this thing to get started, but it is there. It did show up as an Ace of Wands. It's just taking a little bit of time to get started. So your Ace of Wands is there. Don't worry about that. And then in your energy, what you're starting out with is the King of Coins. Very stable, very practical, very in control of their finances, very in control of the material world, very in control of your health. Anything that manifests physically, King of Coins, King of Pentacles is very much in control of and manifests very well in the physical realm. And then in their energy line, this is significant other or environmental circumstances. Five of Swords, we have a lot of sharp cutting words, possibly a fight that's gone on. That you may have had with your partner, or they are wanting to fight about the situation. So maybe the juggling act is getting a little bit, you might still be handling it, but you guys are still fighting. And then in your hopes and fears, we have the Moon reversed and the Devil. Goodness. Alright guys, you got some secrets that you don't want to come out. You have some things that you don't want anybody to know about. And the Devil, lies, manipulations, bonds that you don't think you can break free from, addictions, obsessions, anything that chains you down that you really don't think you can get free from, but you actually do have control over. Anything at all. Like, we are free beings. We can do whatever we want, as within certain guidelines, of course, but we can do whatever we want to be free of a situation. We have control over our lives, and if you do not like a situation, you want to get out of a situation, you can break free from that. It just depends on how you do it. You can break free from that in a graceful way, using deep inner strength. You can break free from that in a very conflictual way. But yeah, you are not trapped. Nobody is ever truly trapped in a situation unless they are an actual, like, slave chained somewhere. So, yeah. And, of course, the moon. You have some deep psychology, deep secrets, things that you do not want to be uncovered. So that's probably what you're fearing right now. This could also be a Pisces and a Capricorn person. Or a Pisces, yeah. Hey baby, it's my dog Kaya. Or a Pisces that is trapped, a Capricorn who is very psychic or has troubles psychologically. And then your outcome is the Seven of Wands, and that's defending your position, defending your beliefs, sitting on top of that hill of victory and trying to maintain your position there. So yeah, you might be having fights with your significant other, and you feel like you are on the defensive. You need to maintain that position. But I mean, if you have some secrets that need to come out, you probably should air those secrets. Even if you feel you will lose your position, the truth is always, always, always the best in any situation, I feel. It's just how you release that truth. And baby girl. And then in their energy line, they're coming out as the Six of Coins reversed. This is codependency. Maybe they rely on you financially. Maybe they rely on you emotionally or health-wise. But it's some sort of, or like mental health-wise, it's some sort of situation where it is not balanced. It's one-sided giving, and you might be the giver. Or they might be the giver, and they're over-giving without ever getting anything in return. It's just one of those kinds of things. Or possibly they might feel that they are not giving anymore. They're not going to be giving to you anymore. And that's part of what the fight is all about. They're not going to give to you anymore. They don't feel they need to. In your energy is the Three of Coins. So this does indicate a third-party situation for those ruled by earthy planets. So maybe this is a third-party situation that you do not want to have uncovered. Yeah, it can also indicate teamwork and cooperation. It can indicate deep focus and work, being very, very focused in on your work. And then in their hopes and fears is the Ten of Coins reversed and the Eight of Swords. So they're also fearing being trapped, being mentally trapped. The Eight of Swords is the Narcissist card. Whenever this pops out, it's like there's an indication there might be a narcissist at play. So be careful if the narcissist is you, if the narcissist is the other person. Somebody who's manipulating the situation or controlling somebody else's mental state by giving them fears and illusions and lies. So yeah, be careful with that. So they're fearing being trapped. They're fearing lies and illusions. They're fearing not being able to move forward and just being trapped in a situation. And then they're also fearing like the end of possibly a marriage. They're fearing financial ruin, basically, because the Ten of Coins is like prosperity and abundance and happy times and, you know, the pinnacle of finances. And then when it's reversed, it's the lack of that. So, or an ending of that, or a transition phase, or something not moving forward quite the way that they would want to. And then in their outcome card, though, is the amazing Two of Cups, which is interesting, to say the least, for this reading. A deep emotional connection, a deep spiritual bond between two people. This is soulmates, this is twin flames. This can also be soul contracts. But it is spiritual and emotional connection on a deep, deep level. So whatever relationship this is, they feel like you are their soulmate, or you are someone that they are connected to on a very, very deep level. And then underneath your deck came out the Sun reversed, which is a Leo card. This can be, when it's upright, it can indicate like very, very happy times, very prosperity and abundance and just like joy and just enjoying yourself, enjoying life and being out there. But it can be a very superficial feeling. Like whenever I experience it, it's like everything's great and okay on the surface, but you have all of these troubles that you're just kind of ignoring, that you are like being swept underneath the rug for the moment. So like when it's reversed, this can indicate depression or sadness. It never a very happy feeling for me. It's just like emptiness and sorrow. So yeah, that's the overall energy for this spread. It's just like the superficiality might have been torn away and everything's coming out now. And that's probably why you're fighting. That's probably why you're having these conflicts and trying to juggle and yeah. So let's find some advice for you. And these are the Dorian Virtue cards, Angel Oracle Dorian Virtue cards. I put in the Major Arcana and the Aces. And I'll try to find some advice for that. Unity. This is the Hierophant, Taurus. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. This can also indicate marriage. So if this is a marriage card, it might be that you need to follow guidelines of that marriage or try to follow more within your religious teachings, your cultural teachings. It's adhering to tradition. Release. The end of a phase or a situation. Spiritual transformation. Time to move on. This can also be a Scorpio. This is the Death card. It might not be that you cut free from this person, or it might just be that it's indicating this person. But it's just like the end of a cycle. It's the end of a phase. It's transitioning. It's moving forward from like a caterpillar to a butterfly. So maybe you could be cutting free from this person to move on with the third party, or you could just be cutting free from the third party and moving on to a more deeper spiritual connection with your partner, which is this. So maybe that's happening for you. You have the promise of a very, very deep connection with your partner if you allow it, if you follow structure. Ego, the devil, popped up twice now. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Lord help us. Alright, so you got the devil twice in this reading. Over here in your fears and right now in your advice. So you need to look at the things that you're fearing. You need to realize that you are not trapped in situations. You need to realize that you are focusing too much on material things and they aren't as important as you think they are. They're, it's just, empty. Material things are very, very empty. They can make you happy for a little bit, like on the surface with that Sun card, but like deep down in, it's the emotional connections that you have with people. It's the spirituality of life and the truth of being that is incredibly more important than, just knickknacks and play toys that you have in your life. So yeah, that was your reading, Aquarius. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, and if you'd like to book a reading with me, please give me an email. My information is on my page. I'll talk to you later.